How do everyone? Today I'm going to talk about Sparrow. First of all, I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't like this hero at the moment. I think she's really weak. But anyway, let's get into her abilities. So she's got a left click, standard bow shot, for 40ish damage. Yeah, it's not too bad, I suppose. Onto a right click, piercing shot. This is pretty cool for. So it's you hold your right click down. You'll fire a projectile. It'll go 2,500 units away. Does 50 physical damage, which isn't a lot, but I think the cooldown on it's not massive. This is pretty good, saving it for when enemy heroes are on low health and just out of reach, and then you can normally tag them with this. It's a pretty cool ability. Onto the Q. Hail of arrows. This ability. So it's kind of like Gideon's Q. It's just an AOE of damage. It's good for lane. Well, it's good for lane clearing, but like, look, it starts off at 22 physical damage. 22 physical damage is nothing. I don't know if that's meant to read 22 physical damage a second over for 4 seconds, but it's just nothing. It's almost pointless using until you get like a lot of damage behind you towards the end later game. But anyway, it offers some form of lane clearance and some form of like annoyance to the enemy hero in the laning phase. E is invigorate. Sparrow gains 40 attack speeds. That's actually quite a lot for the next 3 shots. It does only last 3 shots. I don't know if it gets more or whatever. I haven't noticed it get more, but hey ho. 40 attack speed, it's a lot. I think it's the best attack speed boost in the game, but it only lasts for 3 shots, so I guess it's handy to combine it with her ult. And her ult is Inner Fire. She fires, so you activate this, it fires 3 shots, 3 piercing arrows in fact, so they go through everything, which is pretty cool. And you know, it starts off at 30 and then scales to 60 and then 90% of primary damage. It lasts 10 seconds as well, which is pretty cool. Lasts quite a while. Pretty handy. You can combine that with your E, get the extra attack speed. Now, I'll move on to a passive. I'm a little bit confused about a passive because on the Epic website and the wikis, it says that she gets. I'll tell you what. Let me just grab my other page up here real quick. Okay, so it's called Relentless. It says Sparrow deals stacking damage with consecutive damage to the same target. I think this means that every time you hit the same target, you're dealing more damage. But in my experience, this isn't the case. Like I've tried it against heroes, I've tried it against jungling creeps, I've tried it against regular creeps, I've tried it against towers. I'm always hitting for the same amount. I don't know if maybe you have to activate your ult or your E ability for the attack speed to gain it, but at the moment, it's just not true. I'm confused. Maybe it does, and they just like the number coming off it isn't updated or something like that. I hope that's the case because at the moment, I've seen no evidence that this is true and this is active. I don't know. Maybe you've got to land your Q on top of them, and then you right click, and with every ability you use, maybe it gets more damage. But I don't know. To me, it looks similar to Ursa's ability in Dota 2, where every attack you hit someone with, like every general left click, the more like they'll take more and more damage with every hit. But at the moment, as I said, in game, I've seen no evidence, no proof that this is the case. So Sparrow is a ranged carry. She's ideally good in lane. Well, I won't say good in lane, but because of her range, gives her abilities in lane, and with her right click, piercing shot, and her her Q ability with the AOE damage. She's I guess you know she's not a jungler. She can't really roam. So I suppose she's a ranged laning carry. One thing to notice about her, she doesn't have any escape abilities. Her maneuverability is really poor. There's a Q right there with the arrows. But yeah, as I was saying, she's got no maneuverability, no press this button and go from point A to point B, or no escape abilities, nothing like that, nothing to gain ground. She's also got no abilities which increase her movement speed, so I suppose that's out of the window as well. This, in my opinion, makes her quite, I don't know, quite poor. It's not like, look, as I'm damaging this dude, it looks like I'm doing the same amount of damage every time. There was the ult. There's a ult. 3 arrows. It's pretty good because it makes them easier to hit, especially if they're flailing around the bound. With ranged heroes, that can be quite difficult. So that gives you a little bit of leniency with the ultimate. But yeah. When it comes down to, she's got no escape ability. She's really easy to gank. You have to be so careful, and every time you're not attacking, you have to make sure you hit that shift button and go into sprint mode, because, man, she's relative. She doesn't have a whole lot of health either. She's not very durable. Man, at the moment, I just don't rate this hero like at all. Maybe if her passive worked, she'd be really awesome, but as it stands, I've seen no evidence that it works. Like, you see, I'm hoping, like, there's been scenes where I'm hitting the same person in this and in this video, and there's just the same amount of damage coming off them every time. Like, absolutely every time. It's really, I don't know, maybe it's broken, maybe it's bugged, maybe I don't know fully how it works, because one thing I have noticed is that it's obviously this game's still in alpha, or actually no, I think it's moved into beta now, yeah. There are, so a lot of the tooltips are either wrong or they don't have all the information, but I think Epic put a tweet out saying that they're working on it, which is good, because the game is still in development, so, you know, you can't be a dickhead about everything. But yeah, so this is Sparrow. I don't rate her at the moment. I don't think I've ever won a game with her. She does do high damage, she's got some interesting abilities as well, but generally, I'm not impressed at all. Her passive doesn't seem to work. Like, look, every time I hit this guy, every time he takes the same amount of damage. Every time. In fact, let's go back on that so you can get a better look. Ugh, fuck, I've gone back too far. So yeah, and also the fact that she's got no escape, she's got no maneuverability, she's got no good locomotion. It's just, she's really easy to gang, which means often she's like, when she's in lane, she's quite easy to just get out of there. Look at me just left clicking this guy here, Twin Blast. It looks like I'm doing the same amount of damage every time. Absolutely every time. So I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe her attack speed goes up or something. I don't get this hero. I think at the moment in this meta, Sparrow is really weak. Sparrow is really weak indeed. And if you want to win, don't play this hero. Don't play this hero. It's she's not good, at least not in my opinion. There's a lot wrong with her. She's really squishy. She's got no escape. She's got no good maneuverability. She's got her wave clear is mediocre. It's mediocre, and that's it. That's Sparrow. Sorry guys, I wish I could be more upbeat about this woman, this character, but she's just. There's the ult again, but she's just really not that good. Just really not that good at the moment. You want to win? Don't play this hero. You're going to be greatly disappointed. Like, 22 starting damage AoE? That's nothing. That's nothing. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. If you've got any ideas, you think I'm full of shit, you think Sparrow is absolutely awesome, best hero in the game or whatever, please do mention why you think she's great in the comment section, and tell me how you play her, and what if I'm doing wrong, do tell me, or any general comments you have, whack them down there. Obviously subscribe if you want to. I'm going to do more of these videos. Trying to do at the moment, get all the heroes out, because I think there's a new one coming. I saw on Facebook Epic put an interesting image on, which is like coming soon. It was like this really cool dark hand, so I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, that's Sparrow. Subscribe guys, thank you very much for watching, have a nice day and take it easy. Bye bye now. Bye bye.